Welcome to the Trading Sliders Podcast. Here we go, episode number 77 of the Trading Sliders Podcast. I'm Bobby Puckett. How's everybody doing out there? In studio with me this week, the band is back together. Kurt the Flash Bennett. What's going on, Flash?
Oh, not much. Yeah, I made it back this week. You had me scared last week being sick and stuff. You're not usually sick, so.
I've been sick for a while. Finally going in the right direction.
Yeah, I didn't want it.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I walked enough this weekend. If there was any sickness left in the body, it sweated out.
Yep, you done got rid of that, huh?
Yeah, 27 miles yesterday in downtown Cincinnati. Long story short, if they have a clear bag policy, that means, and you got your wife with you, they cannot take their purse in.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind walking back to the car and you park, I don't know, 3 miles from the venue, that's okay.
Yeah.
But good time this weekend. This week's guest is Logan Walls. Logan Walls is the 2025 track champion at the Thunder Mountain Raceway, 3-time track champion at the Rockcastle Speedway in the 604 Pro late model.
Yeah.
/ crate. Depends on what track it is.
Yeah.
Picked up 8 feature wins last year. How do you say it? Relatively? Yeah, that word.
Yeah.
New to the sport. Been racing for 6 years. Actually, raced go-karts and took some time off. This is going into his 6th season, and he's got 4 track championships.
It's kind of cool, though, because he said he took time off because he had to make enough money to get a race car. So,
yeah, that's I mean, if
not many kids have to do that anymore.
Yeah, so but yeah, fun interview down there last week. Flash and I made the trip down and talked a little racing and got some breaking news in the interview.
Yeah,
on both ends. So,
yeah.
We'll actually, I'm gonna kind of break mine a little sooner, so we'll have double breaking news, I guess.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so it was a good time. I know we sound like a broken record, but please take care of the people who take care of us. This week's show being brought to you by Diesel Boys LLC. If you need any diesel truck work done and you're in the Kentuckiana area, reach out to Brandon Hooker and Diesel Boys. Our deep dives being brought to you by Kentucky Clutch and Performance. If you have any type of automotive application that needs a clutch, car, truck, semi-truck, tractor, especially tractors, we do a ton of them, especially this time of year, reach out to Chris and the guys at Kentucky Clutch and Performance. Our slider of the week, Walt, I was going to message Walt and say, which one do you want? But instead, we're going to have 2.
Yeah.
So our sliders of the week this week, brought to you by Walt at Speed Decals. If you need any vinyl work done, reach out to Walt at Speed Decals. And our crash of the week, same token, we got crashes.
Yeah, we could have had 15 of them.
No, we're going to. We're going to do a whole crash segment.
Oh, okay.
This is like, and they walked away.
Yeah.
We got a whole crash segment because it was Friday the 13th and then some.
Yeah. So
our crash of the week being brought to you by Dio Handyman Remodeling. If you have any work done that you need done around the house, reach out to David at 812-989-5002. And our racetrack spotlight being brought to you by our good friend Jeremy Thomas and JT's Trackside Catering. Jeremy was on the road this week doing some catering for the World of Outlaw stuff down in Tennessee. But no event too big or too small. If you need any food, reach out to JT's Trackside Catering. And our ever most popular Bandit Race Cars fan question of the week being brought to you by Brian Barber and Bandit Race Cars. If you have a dirt modified, especially, doesn't matter what chassis, and you need shocks and you want pull down, well, I don't know if he'll give you all the pull down numbers. If you buy the shocks, he probably will.
Yeah.
But reach out to Brian Barber and he will get you taken care of. He is a Fox shock. That's hard to say.
Yeah.
Fox shock dealer.
Yeah.
All right. Dealer, builder, got the whole pull down rig, does it all right there in house. So reach out to Brian Barber if you need anything for your dirt modified. Straight stock, hobby stock, current late model, super late model, mini stock, micro stock, ultra stock, whatever you need, reach out to Brian Barber. He'll get you taken care of. All right, under 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm getting better at the opening.
Yeah,
kind of like those commercials. Blah, 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 blah. Just read them. News of the week. Ricky Lewis had a huge weekend, and a pretty cool story leading up to it. So we're going to get into that. The World of Outlaw late models was in Tennessee this weekend, and there's plenty to talk about that.
Yeah.
Flash, don't sleep on the USAC CRA on the West Coast. But man, do they put on a show.
Oh, yeah.
So don't sleep on that. We're going to talk about that. The World of Outlaws was back in action this weekend. World of Outlaws sprint cars. We're going to get into that. We had 2 last lap sliders for the win.
Yeah.
I'm like last turn. Not even last lap, last turn.
Yeah.
So we're going to cover that. High Limit started their season off in a monster way out in Vegas. Vegas gets a bad rap for not being a very racy racetrack, and High Limit said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah.
We're going to show you guys how racy this place is. And we had a wild weekend with some big, massive crashes. It's been a long time since I've seen this many massive crashes.
Yeah.
But we're going to start off on a somber note real quick. Right now, there's very vague details of what happened. But there was a tragic accident at Kennedale Speedway Park last night as they were pushing cars off for the B main. From the stories that I've read and the few people that I've talked to, they were pushing a car off on the staging because the staging's down the front stretch and then they turn onto the track.
Right.
They were pushing a car off. The car didn't fire. They stopped. They re-pushed it off. And as it fired, he kind of like jumped onto the racetrack and the car tipped over. Driver was okay, but the rescue vehicles, side-by-sides, there was guys working from the ASCS and the World of Outlaws because a lot of people don't know this, but World Racing Group owns the ASCS and the World of Outlaws.
Yeah.
So as the side-by-sides are going to the crash scene, they have a nasty accident. That they collide with each other, and they just released a statement right as we're getting started. One of the gentlemen passed away, and the other one is critically injured. So thoughts and prayers to everybody in World Racing Group, everybody who's at the racetrack, because this is the ugly side of racing, Flash, that people seem to forget about because the safety has come so far.
Yeah.
But when you're at the racetrack, it's not just the drivers that's in danger.
Yeah.
I mean, it's,
I was thinking about that on the way over here. I was going to mention that. This is the time of year we need to tell everybody, you got to keep your head on a swivel at the racetrack. I mean, even if you're in the stands, it doesn't matter.
Especially if you're at a sprint car or an open wheel event. Let's put it that way. Because
you can walk right in front of them guys and
about get ran over. Flat. We about lost Flash last year. He decided, Tamahako, I don't care if you're a 4-time track champion.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop you in your tracks while you're firing your car off.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it could even happen to guys that's been around the racetrack forever like us. That's what we're saying.
Yeah. I mean,
you got to be careful.
Pay attention. We hate that this happened. And this is going to sound bad, but the racers accept that. They understand that there's a possibility, but I don't think a lot of the fans that go on the weekend actually truly realize how dangerous it is for everybody involved.
Oh yeah.
Thoughts and prayers, and
luckily now we have great catch fences everywhere and all that stuff, which makes it nice. Because back in the day, you didn't have catch fences. I mean, it was rough back.
Well, yeah, I mean we've come so far.
Yeah.
But we still got farther to go. That's just there's and one thing I do want to say, I seen some. This is the world we live in. Knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah.
Well, these side-by-sides shouldn't be on the track.
Right.
No. That is the quickest and fastest way to get to a crash scene. Yes, an accident happened, but the guys they're trained professionals, and they have saved people's lives.
Yeah.
Because of their quick and speedy response.
Yeah.
So it's just a tragic accident. That's all it is.
Yeah. There's no telling how many people's lives they've saved from.
Yes.
Fires and anything that can happen when the car's upside down like that.
So it was just sucks. It's part of the sport. Thankfully, this doesn't happen more often.
Yeah.
With as many four-wheelers and side-by-sides and track trucks and push trucks and as much as it goes on, it's just something that, unfortunately, it's a part of our sport.
Yeah.
And thoughts and prayers to everybody involved. All right, Flash. Now, we're just going to start right here. Some of these we're going to kind of talk about when we go over race results.
Right.
But there were so many of them, I just said, you know what? We got a crash segment. So this is our And They Walked Away segment, okay?
Yeah.
D.O. Handyman Remodeling crashes of the week, plural, because there was, I don't know, like 970 of them this weekend.
It was a rough weekend for a lot of racers.
Yes, it was Friday the 13th on Friday, but I think Thursday was like, I want a part of this action. And then Saturday was like, no, screw you. We are the action.
Yeah.
So they were all fighting over Friday the 13th supremacy. And we'll start off by Thursday. Thursday night, High Limit was at Vegas. And Ty Gibbs said, hey, I'm gonna get this party started.
Yeah.
In the very first heat race, Ty Gibbs jumps the right rear of Corey Day and just goes for an absolute monster ride.
Yeah.
End over end, into the catch fence.
And the catch fence. People was running from the catch fence. So
Yeah,
at least those people were watching.
Yeah, because they were watching. Here's a good rule. Don't stand at the catch
Yeah,
fence.
exactly.
Especially there where they're coming straight at you. But
Yeah.
that's neither here nor there, as they say. But did you see Ty Gibbs' interview?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how people do not like this guy.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put a caveat out there.
Yeah.
I don't watch the Sunday stuff. So
Right.
he may be the biggest crybaby. I don't know.
Yeah.
But every interaction I've had with him, every interaction that I've seen at the dirt track, if he's that upset and that much of a problem, maybe he's just a dirt racer at heart.
Yeah.
Because he is. I don't know how you don't like him. He was like, well, I mean,
He wants to be a dirt racer, but he's stuck in NASCAR because he's grandpa.
yeah, I think that's what it is. Because he's fallen in love with sprint cars. First off, he's nuts. Why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
But, and it's just like every time he gets an opportunity to do it, it's on a big monster half mile and where shit could go bad anyways. But so he goes, he says, I learned something. I junked it. Again, every time I go to the racetrack with these things, I junk them.
Yeah.
I jumped the right rear, ended up on my ass, and he goes, well, the guys were running from me, but the funniest thing he said was, maybe next time when the guys see me coming on the track, they'll get out of my way.
Yeah.
So it's easier for me. I mean, that's what I would do. But one thing he did say right afterwards, he said, we'll get another one put back together. I'm going to try it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
So shout out to Ty Gibbs because most guys taking hits like that and been like, I'm done for the weekend. But nah, not Ty Gibbs. He don't give two shits.
No.
Did you... I'm going to butcher this thing. This dude's from Hawaii. It's... go back and watch the Flow broadcast.
The Flying Hawaiian. Who was that?
It was Kala Kalia Haluania.
Okay.
I'm sure that's wrong.
Yeah.
But it's like Kalai, and his last name is Kalknia.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah.
Chase, my man, you always hit me with, hey, you pronounced this wrong.
Yeah.
Well, send me your little smart-ass pronunciation quotations on this one. Because I have no idea how to pronounce this guy's name. But what I do know is he took a massive ride in heat race number 1, end over end, through the catch fence.
Yeah.
Not over, plumb through the catch fence. Just a big hit. And, he walked away. Everything was good. No injuries or anything.
I got something, though. How are you going to let a guy like Chase from Campbellsville, Kentucky tell you how to talk?
He's like an English professor.
Yeah.
Me, not so much. Right? Like,
yeah.
He's bigger than me, so I'm not gonna argue with him. Yeah, I'm just like, okay, bro. I can't take no punches to the face.
Right.
Now this summer, I might whoop his ass, but right now, I don't need to be getting in no confrontations. Yeah, we don't need to be throwing nobody out the tech line right now, Flash. All right.
Yeah.
So he goes through the catch fence. Funny comment. Nick Hoffman, of all people, because Nick Hoffman must watch everything, and not like he's got anything going on. He's building race cars, preparing for racing on the road. He says, well, it's good to see that Vegas got West Memphis leftover fence to fix to finish the track there at Vegas. But yeah, funny comment, but everybody was okay. Another reason why you don't stand by the catch fence.
Right. Yeah.
As me,
I don't care what's running.
Yeah.
Hornets.
Yeah.
Or Outlaw.
Pro mini stocks.
Yeah.
Or
Anything. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So that was Thursday. That's what we started off on Thursday. Friday is like, hold my beer. So Friday, the Woo at Kendall Raceway Park there in Texas. We're gonna start off with qualifying.
Yeah.
Ripping the cushion, quarter mile, badass little racetrack. Comacito's like, watch this shit. Straight stuffed the right rear in the fence. Like, he ramped the cushion, the tail tank caught the fence, spun him around, and nose dropped on the track in qualifying. That's how we started the night off. And Ashton Torgerson at the start of the feature was like, yo, you think that's cool? You watch this. He jumps the right rear. Every wreck happened in 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And the track wasn't rough at all. It's just, I guess they caught their breath in 1 and 2 and full sent it in 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Torgerson jumped the right rear, end over end. Same damn catch fence. Into the catch fence. Didn't tear up. Great fence there at Kendall Speedway Park.
Yeah.
And then in the feature, when we talk about our results, we'll get more into detail of this. But Buddy Kofoid straight tore the fence down. Took out 2 poles going for the win. So that was Friday at Kennedale Speedway Park. The sprint cars were like, all right, we're tearing up everything. So the late models at Volunteer Speedway is like, you sprint car drivers ain't got shit on us.
Yeah. You think you guys flip?
Yeah. You guys like flipping? Okay, we're gonna show you how to do it on an ultra high bang racetrack with twice as much weight in race car.
Yeah.
Friday night at our Bulls Gap. First off, we had Kyle Strickler and Ethan Dotson mod on mod crime.
Yeah.
Mod guy number 1 taking out mod guy number 2, and then just. All right, I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. I could be wrong. Flash could tell me I'm crazy.
Yeah.
So, Dotson goes in 1 and 2, and he slides Strickler. He slid across his nose. He didn't... I don't think he got into him, but he didn't give him an option.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm coming, bro.
Yeah.
And Strickler was like, go turn him down the backstretch. Dotson kind of was like, yeah, bro, I know how this works. You're not sliding me. So he blocked the slider line. Which is what everybody in dirt racing does nowadays. And Kyle Strickler does what Kyle Strickler does. Like, bro, you ain't blocking my slider line.
Yeah.
And he just, right rears him all the way. Like, if they would have been in sprint cars, Kyle Strickler would have been at truck stop.
Yeah.
Where Vic sends them to get gas in the middle of wheel packing.
Right.
Like, he would have been up there. But they don't. They've got body panels, so they run into each other. He uses him up. And Dotson slides up the track. And this is where the people that's never been in a race car versus people that think they knows what's going on versus, okay, guys, this is probably what happened. Everybody said, well, he just stood on him and crashed him. Me personally, I don't think he did that. Because I've had tie rods break and I've gassed it up. Once you start sliding, I'm going to tell a little story real quick. I broke a steering knuckle one time. And so I had no steering. So basically I had 2 tie rods broke. And I was going to hit the wall head on.
Yeah.
So I tried to gas it up and slide into the wall.
Yep.
And guess what she did, Flash? She hooked.
Hooked him.
Then I gassed it up out of the ballpark.
Yeah.
So, for the guy say he just stood in the gas.
Every time I've either got spun or spun out myself like that, I'm gassing. If I'm in front of the field, I'm gassing it up, try to do a 360 or something to keep going. You know?
Because you don't want to be
get clobbered. Yeah. So because we seen what that happened. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Yeah.
So Dotson had a broken front end, came down the track, hit him, and then Sucks, Dennis Erb, and everybody's involved. There's like 4 cars involved.
Yeah.
Strickler goes flipping. It was a racing deal, in my opinion.
Right.
I don't think Dotson tried to pull a Bob Gardner.
No.
Because first off, it's too fast. Then he even said in the interview, "What goes up must come down." That's how the banking is.
Yeah.
One thing I can understand Kyle Strickler being pissed because he got his shit tore up and he landed up on his lid at 100 mile an hour. Yeah. I get that. I totally understand that.
Right.
Also, I like what Ethan Dotson said. Don't talk shit about me, bro. I called you. I mean, if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. You want to fight, we can fight. Ethan Dotson's old school.
Yeah.
He is old school. I think Kyle Strickler was like, no, I'm just going to hit up my buddies Rigsby at Dirt on Dirt, and I'm going to talk shit about you.
Yeah.
But, overall, I think it was just one of those deals that should have happened. No. Did it happen? Yes.
Yeah.
But
there's actions for consequences for actions. So.
Yeah,
that's just what
a lot of times if you run into people, there's a good chance you can go get your shit.
I'm not gonna say he did run into him, but when he was there beside him, he wasn't gonna cut him no slack anyway.
Yeah, what I'm saying. Yeah, it's
I mean, when you already turn you sideways like that, you broke your tire out, and like I'm not finishing, you're not finishing. So
well, I don't really think he gassed it up. I don't think he did that
because I've raced there, and that place is so fast, you don't want to crash there no matter what.
Yeah, so, that's what I was getting at. It'd be different if it was a flat little quarter mile somewhere.
I've raced quite a few tracks, and that's the fastest racetrack I've ever been on.
Yeah, that was one of those places. It just sucks.
Yeah.
And then we get to the feature, and Jimmy Owens is like, "Hey Vic, I appreciate you letting me run your car. But she's junk, buddy." So he goes in the corner. Hoffman gets a little crossed up. Owens, could he have stalled the motor out and got hit?
Yeah.
Yes. Or could he try to miss Hoffman and got hit? Yes. Don't know what happened, but I know what the end result was.
Yeah.
Owens needing a clip and the car destroyed. So
he got upside down too.
Yeah, Jimmy Owens got 3 and 4.
Yeah.
3 and 4 has been the issue.
Right.
The sprint car that went through the fence was 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So, hey kids, we're not doing the 6-7 here. We're doing 3-4. That's what we're going with. All right. And then Saturday night. First off, practice at Florida Speedway. There's no video of this, but I talked to our good buddy, past guest, Josh Harris. Brand new race car, clipped a U-tire. Got him about 9 of them, end over end. He said he's all right. Car, not so much.
Yeah, I hate to hear that too, because they just got that thing together.
Yeah, hopefully Josh can get everything back together. I know he planned on running the complete Cumberland Plateau Open Wheel Modified Series. That's the reason why he was there is doing a little shakedown, get ready for the series. So hopefully that doesn't hinder his plans done. So, but
it's going to hinder your plans a little.
Well, a little, yeah. But we still got a few weeks.
He's got an awesome crew too.
Yeah.
So I know.
Yeah, his wife.
His wife is going to be like, no, we're going to the racetrack.
Yeah, he may be like, let's just take this year off, and she's going to be like, I'm going to put knots on your head.
Yeah.
And he's going to say, yes, ma'am. We get that from the interview. When we talked to him, we understand how that was going to go.
Yeah.
And then R.J. Johnson, he's like our age, flash a little older.
Yeah.
If not, he's got damn good gray hair. He took a nasty West Coast midget wreck at Imperial Valley. Imperial Valley's kind of like Bloomington, Brownstown, no wall.
Yeah.
And when you start flipping in a midget, when you
just keep flipping.
Well, you ramp off the cushion in 1 and 2, while the left front's in the air, you hit a right rear wheel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you may flip from here to Dallas, Texas. He damn near tried.
Yep.
I was worried about RJ, but he bounced. Well, I don't say bounced out. He crawled out.
Yeah.
But he was good enough to run the feature afterwards in the sprint car. So, but he took a nasty one.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest hits I've seen in a long time in a late model, Brandon Overton was leading the feature last night and got into Dennis Erb spun around. I don't know if Erb got spun or what because the camera didn't catch that. But I know Seawright was off the track, and I thought, well, maybe Seawright got into him. But Seawright was in the wreck with Madden when Overton hit him. But Brandon Overton absolutely smoked Dennis Erb. I mean, and
Erb was dead stopped when he got smoked too. I mean, it was
120 mile an hour hit in the door. It's a good thing
lifted the whole car off the ground about 4 foot. I mean, when it hit, it was bad.
It's a good thing it was in the passenger door.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a solid. Sucked for Dennis Erb. Dennis Erb tore up both of his race cars, junked both race cars this weekend. So he's got a lot of work to do before they head to Magnolia next week.
Yeah.
So hopefully him and Heather can get their ride back together. But I see where a lot of people are saying, man, the track there is so dusty. And guys, when we get into the event, we're going to talk about that. But that wasn't the cause of the wreck.
No.
Now, with it, maybe the backstretch being a little dark, but you're going so fast. That shit just happens. Oh yeah. I mean, that's just part of it. Like, it wasn't like he came in like an ARCA wreck, 2 laps later. I mean, they yelled caution as he was hitting him.
Yeah. So, I've only got to see the one view of it, so I didn't see, I don't know if there was a car in front of Overton that dived down out of the way and then he was sitting there or what happened.
Well,
because
what happened, Overton was running up in the back of lap traffic.
Yeah.
Erb spun. Overton never hit him. That's how Madden got hit, because Madden caught him at the last second and went to the outside.
Okay.
And Bobby Pierce, I don't know how he got by.
Yeah.
Like, he just Pierce was just far enough behind that he could go to the infield. I mean, because it just, when it happened. But yes, he was running up on a lap car. And the car that Overton was running up on split. Yeah. And Overton, I mean, he just T-boned him.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Yeah, it was going to the white flag.
You can see when he got out of the car, it rung his bell too. Yeah. I mean,
but, I mean, how tough is Dennis Hurd?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Hurd just like, all right, boys, I'm good. Yeah. So that's what went on our...
And the hardest hit I ever had in a race car, I was turned sideways like that and got hit on the passenger side. And I think it broke 2 or 3 of my ribs or something on the right side. I never did go to the hospital or get checked out, but that's probably the hardest hit I ever had. And that was what that reminded me of last night. Was,
Yeah,
it
was bad.
I mean, I know late models are probably got a little more forgiveness than what our drum cars used to have because we built them like tanks.
Oh yeah, still to this day.
Yeah.
And then we had our final big hit. Hunter Schoenberg and Justin Peck come together down the front stretch.
Yeah.
I've never seen a sprint car tore up this bad and the driver be out of the car before it's done flipping.
Right.
Hunter Schoenberg was absolutely pissed off at Justin Peck. But I think when he goes back and watches the video, he's not going to be as mad. He's still going to be mad because he jumped the race car.
Right.
But a lot of that was on him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was...
yeah, I mean...
You can't...
Hunter was already,
Yeah, he was coming up, and Peck was there, and Hunter comes off the top, and then he's coming down. I mean,
you can't block slider line when they're all beside you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can't block a slider line when you're crossed up either. I mean, that's I mean, a big hit on end over end. Christopher Bell was on the call last night, and he said, yeah, everything on that thing's junk. You may not even be able to reuse the seat, because after those impacts, the seats twist where the bungs are.
Right.
I didn't even think of that. Like, Chase Robin's like, well, what about the engine? He said, you could probably use it after you send it off. He said, because that thing hit the ground 4 times nose in.
Yeah.
He said, usually breaks the crank. Christopher Bell, he is an experienced crasher. Well, that's how you get good.
It probably revved it to about 12 grand when because he was on the throttle when he...
So,
and you don't have much room for your feet in them things anyway, so it's kind of hard to keep your foot off the brake or the gas when it's when you're flipping.
Well, here's the thing. Hunter's walking down in turn 1 and 2 like he's want some of that smoke, and I'm like, and Justin Peck's pretty fit. I mean, he's not tall, but he looks like, and I think when he got down there, he kind of was like, yeah, we seen it different ways. I think Peck was like, I mean, you want some, just come on, bro. like my shit's tore up too. You want to fight? Let's fight.
Yeah, because he almost went for a ride too.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm just going to walk on back. Yeah. Which Hunter Schoenberg's no small guy.
Yeah.
But Justin Peck, like, I seen him at the Chili Bowl, and I know it's a midget, and, everybody can pick a midget up.
Yeah.
But, bro, like, picked the whole car up and put it on the
wheels.
The dollies by himself. Yeah. It wasn't like he picked the front end up. I mean, like, he reached on the top of the cage and put the Nerf bar on his knee and picked the car up and set it down. I was like, damn. And I was talking to Cameron LaRose, and Cameron goes, yeah, I was going to help him, but he need to work on his legs today. Cameron LaRose, another kid that's, when you talk to him at the racetrack, if you don't really know him, he's not standoffish. It's almost like, he's Mr. Straight Up, Straight Edge.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of funny in him.
Yeah.
He's a pretty cool kid.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into our results real quick. Since we just did a major crash segment.
Yeah.
But that's our version. That's our description version of And They Walked Away.
Yeah.
That's for you old guys that used to buy the videotapes.
Yep, used to be able to buy the videos there.
Yeah, so we're not we're not Dave Despain. We're not doing And He Walked Away. We can't do all that.
Yeah.
But we can tell you about the shit that went bad and how he got out of it. So we're gonna start off with Ricky Lewis. First slaughter of the week. First off, Ricky Lewis runs Thursday night at the High Limit Show. He runs the the CRA was Friday, Saturday. He ran the Ultimate Sprint Car Series race, ran third, and then he hightails it from Vegas to Imperial Valley in Arizona. All right, check this out, Flash. Ricky Lewis gets fuel, okay?
Yeah.
He heads out. They're on the way. His truck says 80 miles to empty. They look up. Because, us racers, we're not stopping until we need fuel.
Yeah.
So he looks up, gas station 40 miles. No problem. Gets off. Guess what said gas station is out of?
Gas.
Said diesel fuel.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So now he's got 35 miles to empty.
Yeah.
They look up the next gas station. Guess where it is? 72 miles away. Ricky Lewis, and Ricky Lewis fashion says, bro, we're just going to chance it. So Ricky Lewis heads out. He was in fuel saver mode. He wasn't on the throttle.
Right.
It said 1 mile to empty. And they were still 40 miles from said destination gas station. They would come up on a construction site. One lane sitting in traffic.
Oh, man.
Guess what said construction site has? Diesel fuel. So he gets off. They're working on the road. He pulls up, says, hey, bro, can I buy some fuel from you? I need like 5 gallons to get to... And the guy's like, what you got in there? And actually, being in Arizona, I'm sure it's like, hey, bro, what you got in there, man?
Yeah.
You know, and he gets them. They look at the sprint car. They fill his truck up. They wouldn't take any money, so he gave them T-shirts, and in 2 weeks, he's racing by their hometown, and they're all coming out supporting. Well, so cool. the construction worker, the state, well, I don't know. I don't want to get Ricky Lewis in trouble.
Yeah.
But he posted it on Instagram, so because I know he's been to Judge Judy a time or two.
Yeah.
So the state highway department sponsored Ricky Lewis to get to Imperial Valley. Well, when they did, Friday night, Ricky Lewis did Ricky Lewis things. He started 6th, took the lead, about 5 to go, won the race. Just what Ricky Lewis does.
Yeah.
Saturday night, Ricky Lewis started 6th again. There's a common theme here about the inverts and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, fast qualifier starts 6th. He starts 6th. He was dead in the water flash. I mean, running 4th. Fell back to 5th. There's like 5 laps to go. He gets a run in 1 and 2. And first, second, and third, AJ Bender's gone.
Yeah.
Ricky Lewis gets a run in 1 and 2, and he clears them, and he gets in 3rd. And as he comes around, caution comes out. There's 2 laps to go. Ricky Lewis is in 3rd. So he says, I'm going to try the top side in 1 and 2. Pulls up inside the 2nd place car, which is Stevie Sussex. Sussex looks under Bender in 3 and 4. 3 and 4... God, here we are. 3 and 4.
Yeah.
3 and 4
Yeah.
has not been the greatest of people.
Yeah.
Ask R.J. Johnson.
Yeah.
So 3 and 4 is not. It's got a lot of character.
Yeah.
So Ricky Lewis blasts like 4 above the fluff and loses like 9 car lengths down the front stretch. White flag comes out. He goes into 1 and 2 on the wood, makes up 12 car lengths. So he's passing for 2nd down the backstretch.
Yeah.
This is no exaggeration. He is, I'm sure, Flow Racing. If you guys are watching the Rigsby and them at Dirt on Dirt, I'll go ahead and tell you this week's race of the week on your Flow Racing.
Yeah.
Well, you guys will probably put Kyle Larson beating Corey Day, but I'm just going to tell you it's Ricky Lewis being 6 car lengths behind, gasses through the rough stuff, puts it up on the fence, and beats AJ Bender by 0.0003 seconds.
Yeah.
At the line.
That's close.
Yeah. Like, one of the best races I've seen. Well, the race wasn't great. One of the best finishes.
Yeah.
The last 5 laps was incredible.
Yeah.
So, first slider of the week this week goes to Ricky Lewis. And Ricky Lewis doing what Ricky Lewis does. So, then we move. We're going to talk about high limit real quick. High limit sprint cars, 3 nights, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday night, Kyle Larson starts 5th. Corey Day starts 6th. Goes green to checker, 25 laps in some 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Day took the lead. Larson slid him. Larson was leading the last lap. Kind of tried to protect the slider. Corey Day just full sends it like Corey Day does up on the cushion. And Larson wins by half car length. And this is where people on the internet, sometimes, before you make the post, just go to the bathroom, take a dump, go talk to your wife, find out how her TV show's going, because you just watched this race that, in your mind, you think was crazy, because you said there wasn't a whole lot of passing, and maybe 25 laps. The winner and 2nd place came from the 3rd row with no cautions.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a pretty good race.
Yeah.
But, but maybe it's just not. It wasn't spicy enough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really good race, really. So for everybody who says that it wasn't a big slider fest, no, it wasn't. But it was a half-mile racetrack, and they still had to pass 5 cars.
Yeah.
So in 25 laps.
Right.
You know, and a lot of these people that say this, or are saying this stuff, have probably never been on the racetrack and passed 1 car.
Yeah.
In as many laps as you want.
Right.
And then Friday night, Corey Day returned the favor. Corey Day started 4th and took the win over Aaron Reitzel. Reitzel's looking good this year.
Yeah.
Aaron Reitzel, he went down and raced in Australia, and he Australia.
They make you race in Australia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he got a little Australian still in him.
Need to watch Clay Per View, people.
Yeah, Clay Per View.
If you want to see some crazy racetracks with some cool racing.
Yeah, if you want to see wing sprint cars race like non-wing / midgets, just check out Clay Per View.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Aaron Reitzel ran 2nd, and then Saturday night, Aaron Reitzel took the win over Tanner Thorson. Tanner Thorson started dead last in the dash, started 8th in the dash, and ran to 4 in 6 laps. And Tanner Thorson, he looks like this year, Tanner Thorson and Aaron Reitzel, they are going to give my man Rico a run for his money. I promise you that.
Yeah.
So overall, it was a really good show. It had NASCAR crossover. One cool thing, as we get the train goes by, Flash.
Yeah.
It's been a couple shows since we had the train go by.
We had the train for a while.
And
I ain't heard of the cat lately.
Nah, it's kind of early still. She's probably still back there sleeping. Yeah. Lucky her. Because I went to bed at 3 this morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, so one cool thing. So they're doing the redraw, and Owen Larson's favorite race car driver is. I mean, you would think it'd be Kyle Larson, but it's Corey Day.
Is it?
So he spins the wheel for the redraw for Corey Day, but so Saturday in the, it's because I don't watch it, Nationwide, Xfinity, Pronto Auto Part, I don't know what the division is, but in the Busch Grand National Series, okay? So Larson is racing, and they've got Owen on TV. He's standing on the box. First off, Owen is kind of like what us, as Larson's making the pass for the win. Owen, the TV they don't get the language, but you can read the lips.
Yeah.
And, fuck yeah! So he's doing the fist bump, right?
Yeah.
No, he hits him with F yeah, and then so they go to the victory lane. Owen gets up on the roof shaking. Well, guess what he's got on? A Corey Day hoodie, sprint car hoodie. Owen Larson breaks the internet. Because people are going to shopcoreyday.com and the website crashes because they want a Corey Day hoodie. Because apparently some people in NASCAR had no idea that this young upstart Corey Day actually races sprint cars.
Right.
Because why would you not pay? Well, I don't know. I can't say that because I don't pay attention to their world.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, so they're doing the redraw and Larson goes, "Hey, Corey, I thought you gave Owen that hoodie." And he's like, "I did." He goes, "Well, Owen told me he had to pay for it, so Owen just got me for $50." But yeah, pretty funny though. It was and Smoky Mountain and Bulls Gap. Bulls Gap, we've already talked about the crashes, but Mike Marlar took the win. Did you see Mike Marlar's interview?
No, I didn't get to see it.
Okay, the race was really good for 30 laps. It took rubber the last 10 laps. That just happens sometimes. But taking rubber didn't really kill this race. It sped the lap cars up where the leaders caught them and were racing there together. But Mike Marlar, I don't know. I missed something in the last couple of weeks. Could have been the concussion I got.
Yeah.
But Marlar said that he doesn't read the internet, but his family does, and they tell him, and it pisses him off, and then something like this happens. And he laid down a Tennessee ass whooping.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know what was said. I didn't do my due diligence. I don't know. I should have texted Skylar.
Yeah.
And Skylar would have let me know. But I seen where Skylar was kind of talking shit to somebody and tagged somebody and said, Did you see who won tonight? So I don't know what was said. I'm going to ask him.
Yeah.
This is a to be continued. I'll get to the bottom of this one.
Yeah.
But we had enough to talk about this week. I didn't want to dig into it too.
Right.
And I seen it at midnight, so you know what I'm saying.
Right.
But yeah, that was one of those things where I was like, huh. Because Mike Marler's not a big, hey, I'm going to kick your ass and you like it type guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, when he said that, I was like, damn, okay. But Ricky Thornton Jr. got second. And guys, as much as everybody wants to talk about how great Nick Hoffman is, I'm not shitting on him. He's great.
Yeah.
Bobby Pierce comes out with a win and a third place at the racetracks he sucks at. He's going to win the championship again this year, okay?
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
He's going to win the championship.
We're calling it now.
Yeah. Unless something catastrophic happens.
Yeah.
But BP32, I know last week we talked about, who's the greatest. Just mark my words. This is March Madness. Selection Sunday for college basketball. I am telling you my selection for 10 years from now, episode 77. I said it before, but we're going officially on record. When he is done, Bobby Pierce will be the best dirt late model racer of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Of all time.
Yeah.
And for the old heads, hey, I'm an old head.
Yeah.
I'm one of those guys. Bloomquist, Moyer. And then the young guys want to say, well, we got to throw in Davenport. Throw in Davenport. Throw in whoever the hell you want to throw in.
Yep.
I'm just saying, when it's all over and done with, Bobby Pierce will be the best ever.
Yeah.
If he retired now, he'd be in the top 3. And he's in his prime.
Right.
So let's just...
He's got a few years to go. So he's going to be all right.
But that's how I went down to Smoke at Volunteer Speedway. And then Smoky Mountain, we talked about Brandon Overton leading, having a big wreck, and took out Madden. And sometimes you just got to be lucky.
Yeah.
And when you're as good as these guys are, you put yourself in position to be lucky.
Right.
You could be lucky, but if you're running 9th, you're only moving up to 6th. But if you're running 3rd, you inherit the lead with 1 lap to go.
Right.
So it's not really luck. You got to put yourself in position. But BP32 took the win over Nick Hoffman and RTJ. Super dusty in turns 3-4.
Yeah.
Super dusty. All right.
Yeah.
Guys, this is my public service announcement. David Clark, I totally agree with you. But we're almost an hour into this, so we'll have to talk about this another time.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. But I hope and pray the powers to be that was watching the race and maybe works for the other National Touring Series and has his own late model series and goes to certain racetracks. I hope they seen how good the racing was in 1 and 2 because it has what's that thing on the outside flash?
It's got one of those walls.
Yeah. And then 3 and 4 didn't have what's one of those things?
Wall.
Well, yeah. And the racing sucked in 3 and 4 because they're down in the what's that thing on the inside? The infield.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing to lean on the outside because there is no wall.
Yeah.
So case prove again.
Yeah.
Trading sliders exhibit number 407 versus old heads who want to keep the nothing new, let's keep it the same, negative 705.
Plus Wall's got a place to put cool ads on and stuff too.
Yeah, and got a place to keep cars from.
Yeah.
I bet Sam Seawright wished there was probably a wall when they got the record and witched him back to the racetrack from the wreck.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go to my grave. Racetracks are better with walls, except for like 2 places.
Yeah.
And they might end up being better. I don't know. But Bloomington and Lincoln Park, they've kind of got a curb cut in. If you're not gonna put a wall, put a man-made cushion, and we're good.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
One of my favorite racetracks in the world, Bloomington Speedway, no wall.
I mean, there's tracks that the banking goes up so high and then it cuts off so bad that, like, if you drop the right rear over, you're flipping.
Yeah.
I've been to, I know some places like that around here.
Yeah, that's
actually really dangerous, to tell you the truth about it.
Yeah, so that's...
But I guess it puts seats in the stands. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, we got new bleachers coming.
Yeah.
I know that. We do got new bleachers coming.
Yeah.
And our final event, we're going to talk about the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars at Kennedale Speedway Park. Second slider of the week goes to David Gravel as he slid Bill Bailoff off of turn number 4 for the win. Absolute incredible race. But Buddy Kofoid was the story. Kofoid started like 5th or 6th, and he slid Bailoff for the lead. And then he's like, you know what? I'm so good in 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to run 3, 4
Yeah.
so hard, right? And knocked down a couple poles, broke his axle, got upside down,
Yeah.
stuffed it, red flag 2 to go. And then when they went back racing, David Gravel just,
Yeah.
as much as people don't like him, he is a bad mofo.
Yeah, well,
and
yeah.
I don't really understand
Yeah.
why they don't like him.
Yeah.
I really don't. But
He's just got a little bit of arrogant attitude. I think it's the only reason why.
well, he's got a
But
little bit of East Coast in him.
Yeah.
He's from Connecticut.
He can drive a race car though.
Yeah, dude can flat out wheel a race car.
You don't win like he does without being able to do something right.
So that's what went on. We're going to get to this week's fan question of the week. And Flash, I knew our show was going to be a little bit longer this week.
Yeah.
So our fan question of the week is very simple. We don't really have to. It's kind of good this one came in. But Andy from Pryor, Oklahoma sent in via Spotify.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Spotify, direct message or comment. I don't even know what they call it.
Yeah.
It's the Spotify arrow is what shows up on your
Right.
notification. I don't even know what it's called. But he asked, you guys cover all types of racing. How much racing do you actually watch? How many nights of a year do you guys actually go to the races? You guys seem to be busy.
Yeah. Oh,
Go
well,
ahead, Flash.
now's a good time to mention how many times you're going to the races this year.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. Go ahead, Flash. I'll let you start first.
I go quite a bit. I probably make maybe 40, 50 shows a year. What I make usually. I don't do like Bobby does as much. I can't make as many as he does because I have to work and stuff.
Yeah, because I don't have a job or nothing. Yeah.
Well, no,
I am fortunate to be able to get off.
You got a pretty good gig.
Yeah, I'm fortunate I can get off and go to some events. First off, you guys seem busy. Yes, we are really busy. How much racing do you guys actually watch? Well, I've got 3 TVs in front of us in the studio, and this is our last weekend.
We need to take a picture of that and put it up sometime.
Yeah.
So everybody knows what we're talking about.
Because, like, right now where I'm sitting, I got 3 TVs, I had my laptop, and Tanya was sleeping on the couch. So, Friday night, I literally had 5 events on at one time.
Yeah.
So, yes, I do. I watch, like, if we talk about it,
Yeah.
we watched it.
Yeah.
It may not have been live because we are at the racetrack quite a bit, but we go
Yeah.
back. Like I said, I was up to 3 o'clock this morning. I was in Cincinnati yesterday. I saw 9 features last night from 9 different racetracks.
Yeah.
That was with Kennedale getting canceled, and we don't even talk about all of them. And the way we do this show is we talk about what we think is interesting to everybody. But in order to know what's interesting, you have to watch Start to Finish. You have to watch IMCA TV.
Yeah.
You have to watch Dirt Rich TV.
Yeah.
So yes, I'll watch everything. And how many races a year do we go? Kurt's usually around 50. At minimum, I'm usually around 75. At minimum, it's closer to 100. Each year. I'm fortunate enough that not only I have a wife that lets me go, but enjoys going. And like this weekend, she said, I'm glad this is our final off weekend.
Yeah.
Because it really wasn't supposed to be. We were supposed to go somewhere, but got rained out. Mm-hmm. She said, I'm glad this is our final off weekend. And I said, why's that? She said, I really don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like this is what we do.
I don't know what to do with my hand.
Yeah, what am I going to do? So this year, I just accepted the job announcing for the Save a Lot American All-Star Pro Late Model Series. So I'm going to do that and the Cumberland Plateau Series. So I'm at the racetrack. If we have no weather rainouts at all, 51 nights as of right now. But I'm a race fan. We go as fans. Honest, I'll be honest. For the people that hire me to do this, I'm very grateful. I'm very appreciative. But also in the same token, a lot of times I prefer to be a race fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I really do. I prefer. I'm grateful for the opportunities that we have. We get to go to the racetrack a lot of nights on other people's dime, which is phenomenal. I can't tell you, how thankful I've been for the last 4 years, because once we started the podcast, you'd be shocked at how much credentials and stuff that we've had, and we haven't reached out for. People have reached out to us because they like how we cover events. But we're going to have a busy year this year. Tanya told me, because we got a vacation, because yes, she still gets a vacation. Yeah. So we have a vacation in May for 2 weeks where we're going to Alaska. So that's technically our off week, our off weeks for the year. But we are busy every weekend from now to November 22nd. And if everything goes right, that's just our race weekends. Because the way things are looking right now, November 23rd, Monday, we are flying out. My last race announcing for the year will be in Gaffney, South Carolina, November 21st. That Saturday, that Monday morning, we haven't really worked out the logistics yet, because we were originally going to fly out of Louisville, but since we're going to be in South Carolina, I think we're going to fly out of Knoxville now and leave our car at Knoxville, and then we're going to go to the USAC Western Swing, Turkey Night Grand Prix and everything. So basically, from this weekend coming up and this weekend's upcoming events until, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, from now until the shootout, we've got something going on every weekend.
Right.
So, when you say it like that, yes, it does kind of get a little overwhelming. But when you're in the middle of it, it's what we did anyways.
Right.
I think last year we made 87 races, and only worked. I think we worked 26 or something like that. We'll make it do. We'll make it do. But that's what we do. That's why we kind of got the nickname the Traveling Road Show. We are the Traveling Road Show. That's what we do. We get beat up and down the road. That's for damn sure. I wouldn't have it any other way. That's we say this all the time. Some of the best parts about the trip, it doesn't even involve the racing. It's the trip itself.
We should get a dealership to sponsor us.
I tell you what I want. I don't even care about that. I want a hotel sponsor. That's what I need. Is a hotel sponsor, because a lot of this stuff are I'll just let people know how things work. You go do these events, like I've got races scheduled between Joseph and Matt. Accommodations and fuel and all that stuff, rooms, they're all paid for. But the thing is, like, so I was looking up, so USAC is at Circle City on a Thursday and Bloomington on a Friday. Well, that Saturday I've got to be in Elkins, West Virginia. And do you think I'm going to miss Thursday and Friday's USAC shows at Bloomington and Circle City? The answer is hell no. So there's kind of some things that I wish, but that's just that's what you sign up for sometimes. Not complaining, very thankful. So but we're gonna get off here and listen to this week's Training Sliders Deep Dive, presented by Kentucky Clutch and Performance, 2025 track champion at the Thunder Mountain Speedway? Raceway? Speedway?
I'm not sure which one it is.
3-time track champion at the Rockcastle Speedway. If we want to screw it up, we can say Raceway.
Just say the Rock.
That's the Rock. Logan Walls out of Danville / Lawrenceburg / Central Kentucky. It's time for the Trading Sliders Deep Dives, presented by Kentucky Clutch and Performance. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, on this week's Trading Slider Deep Dive. Flash, first off, we've got a guy that's pretty successful, very new to this, but he's not a very big talker, so I don't know how this is going to go.
Oh, he'd be all right.
But the 2025 Thunder Mountain, that's why, we grew up at Thunder Valley Raceway, so I screw that up a lot, but Thunder Mountain Speedway Pro late model, because you can't call them crates because we're in Kentucky. Pro late model track champion Logan Walls. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
Did I get that right? You've raced a pro late model or a crate late model?
I call it both. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what track it is. If Joseph is listening to this right now, he's very flip his chair over. He's like, damn it, Bobby, they're not crates. He told me.
Well, we need to call them crates tonight then.
Crates it is. Hey, you're the one with the championship, so you're the one. You could say what we call them. I just talk into the mic. But so what a lot of people don't know about you is I didn't even ask you this before we got on. So, hey, you 28, 29?
28.
28 years old, got 19 kids, a house full. I mean, he's got so much going on here. He don't know if he's coming or going. But he's kind of new in the sport, but he's kind of been in it for like 20 years.
Yeah.
So explain to people, you raced go-karts for 10, 12 years and took a few years off. I was like, explain how you actually got started in this.
Well, when I was 7, my dad asked me if I wanted a yard cart or a racing cart. And I told him that I wanted to race.
Hold on, is that even a question?
Well, I told him I wanted to race, and he ended up getting that, and then I got the other one too, so because I needed to practice.
Well, yeah, that's you should come down to the house because everybody who listens, they understand. We got a Brooks Speedway battleground in my backyard. Yeah. Little high bank go kart track that. Well, we've had to replace some panels on the back of the shop because the catch fence, i.e. the Hoosier tires, or hold on, sorry, Matt, American Racer tires, and I got stacked up against the garage. It didn't stop.
No, we use the Hoosiers for those. Americans are on the car.
Americans are on the car. Okay. So you're a second generation racer, and you're racing in Central Kentucky. Which I'm gonna pick at you here in a little bit because I always do with you Central Kentucky guys. But you're racing in Central Kentucky, and I joke around with the guys in this area, but you do race with a pretty stout crate/pro late model field. You guys, there's about 8 of you guys that when you all show up to the same track that night, it's game on. So how tough is the competition in your area?
Man, there's probably, like you said, about 10 people around here that when you show up to the track and any of us have the potential to win that night. Yeah,
it's a tough little area, and the racetracks. I say 4. You got 4 or 5 core group racetracks. Every one of them's different, so it's not like you can take something. You can't take what you learned at Lake Cumberland and apply it to Ponderosa. You can't take anything from Richmond and apply it anywhere. It's totally different.
Yeah.
You don't gotta say that. I'll piss everybody off. You can just smile. Okay. But seriously though, competing at the tracks that you compete at, what style of racing do you prefer? Do you prefer it? I mean, obviously it can't be hammered down because you're in a crate car, but you prefer it to have a little more juice to it, or would you rather it be where you can pedal the car a little bit because you're a go-kart guy, so you're a momentum guy anyways?
I would really like it to be slick every time.
Every time.
I hate hammer down tracks. I just don't. I can't do it.
Well, don't go to East Tennessee, bro. Yeah. You might want to stay where the hell you're at, okay?
Those tracks get slick at the end of the night.
At the end of the night. Yeah. Well, that's because they run 300 late model divisions.
Yeah. Qualify every one of them.
Every one of them. Single car. Yeah. Single car qualify. Every division. But seriously though, the racing in this area, it's so momentum based with a crate car. Do you think coming from go-karts actually helps that? Because I mean, you're new to this. You've only been in big cars for like 5 or 6 years now.
I'd say it does help because, like the momentum thing, like if you lose your momentum, you're losing speed, and then you mess up just one time, and somebody can be there and pass you. Well,
that's one thing I know, especially at Rockcastle. It's not as bad at the other places. Well, Ponderosa a little bit too. You can lose a lot and gain a lot real quick. Like if you lose a lot at Lake Cumberland, the way the track kind of starts, it's hard to get it back.
Hard to get that back.
Hard to get that back. And I'll be honest, Thunder Mountain, I've been there 3 times. and we're going there this year with the series, and I'm glad because the facility is awesome. It's beautiful once you get up there. But my first 3 experiences was a little, put it this way, I didn't go back as a fan. But the racetrack, they have done a hell of a job. Dennis and them, the track prep has got way better. When they first started out, I think they may have just been in over their head just a little bit. But the racing up there has gotten way better. What do you like about Thunder Mountain? Besides the championship.
Right now, I think it's the best racy track we got around right now.
I've had plenty of people tell me
seems like
that.
all the other ones are just follow the leader.
See, but Blake Brown told me that it's been really racy last year, when, like I said, because when I went there, the track was new. And one night, it was not their fault. The track looked great before the night started, and then they busted a hydraulic line. Was you there that night when they busted a hydraulic line on the tractor? And then went ahead and kept rolling the track in and oiled down the whole racetrack. So then we had to...
made it almost like the old Logan Walls Speedway.
Yeah, except for it was on juiced up red clay.
Yeah.
So then they had to fix the tractor, dig the track back up. So we started heat races like at 12:30 at night. Sun was coming up before I left to make the 4-hour drive home.
Yeah.
I don't think I was there that night.
You wasn't there that night.
I was there the night that the grader had no brakes and it rolled off the top of the hill into the center.
Well, see, that happens too.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, one of the best racetrack cheeseburgers I've ever eaten is at Thunder Mountain up there. They cook them on the grill. They got the grill there, big open flame. Pretty good damn cheeseburger. So I said I was going to pick at you about this a little bit. With you guys racing in Central Kentucky, it's feast or famine. You have great competition here. The racetracks actually for crate late model or pro late models or crate. I always screw that up.
That's all right.
Yeah, actually for the late models at the racetrack, let's put it that way. The pay is actually pretty good compared once you get out and travel a little bit. Minus the series, I mean, you got the American All Stars and the Cruiser stuff that pays good, but your pay for a Saturday night racetrack is actually really good. But do you guys think that not going up in Ohio and Indiana, do you think that kind of your growth? Like, do you think it,
Well, one thing I did learn is when I was touring with the American All Stars is when you start going to other tracks, all the stuff you learn here, it's not going to work there.
and that's why I'm asking.
Different. So you getting out, it helps you grow, and then when you come back, it's like, well, this seems a whole lot easier.
Well, and the reason why I say that because, like I said, I announced for the modified series too, and there's a couple kids that I really like. Like, I'm like, man, these guys are going to be really good, but they're good in their little bubble. Like, and, I told them, I was like, you guys got to get out just a little bit, just so when you come back, you're really good because you can really kick their ass because you've seen everything. And that's one thing and I know it's not my money. And I'm not spending the money, so it's easy for me to say, hey, you need to go to Brownstown. It's easy for me to say that because, you're like, well, why the hell would I, drive an hour and a half and race for $1,000 when I can drive 30 minutes and race for, $1,500. I get that. But also in the same token, the places like that's where you learn racecraft that teaches you something different. Like I said, every track in this area is totally different. So once you get out and you get on, different type dirt and different surfaces, that you evolve as a driver.
Right. I've been to Brownstown one time and I hit a Ute tire in the heat race. And I've not been back.
Yeah. That's because they had to push out in the middle of the damn racetrack.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Trust me, I know I raced
Florence. I've been to Florence twice and I've blown a motor both times, so that kind of ended my run at Florence.
Well, you got to take some gear out of it, son. That is a longer straightaway.
You got some of them tracks are just bad luck.
Just bad luck.
That's it. Yep.
Well, I get that. Yeah, there was a few tracks that I raced. One of them was Brownstown. Like Flash.
Yeah.
Always ran good at Brownstown. Me, not gonna happen. I mean, I was leading the feature one night, spun out by myself. Caution come out. Went to the tail, spun out in the first lap in the same turn. The same thing I did leading. I just pulled her in and went down the front stretch. They didn't even get. I spun out so quick they didn't even get a chance to throw the second caution. I parked myself. I was like, oh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
So trust me, I get it. There's some places that are really tough.
Yeah.
This is fascinating. You've run essentially 5 seasons in a crate late model or pro late model.
You know what? I was just thinking this while you was talking about that a minute ago. Why can't in Kentucky we just call them super late models and late models? Because just call them late models.
I don't just call them late models. I mean, the supers barely have any shows around here
Yeah,
anymore.
that's what I'm saying. In Kentucky, that's what I'm saying. You guys are the late model show in Kentucky now, pretty much.
That's why guys push it towards pro late models.
Right.
So if they can eliminate the crate, they're trying to trick the fan.
Right.
But they're late models. I mean, it's just and let's be honest.
And I keep saying this, but 10 years ago, the crate late models right now are faster than the late models were 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's just the way it is.
With especially the shock technology. In Kentucky, you guys run the hard tire, right? In East Tennessee, soft tire on the late model, or is it vice versa?
I don't know. I always just run hards. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't own a soft tire for the right rear.
Okay.
He always wants to run on a hard, slick track. So.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure Kentucky runs the hard tires and East Tennessee runs the soft tires. That's what I was going to ask. Do you think that, we need to... Now, racers are going to say, hell no, but...
Hard tires.
Oh, okay, but I'm okay with that.
Hard right rear at every track.
Hard right rear at every track. But do you think we needed to eliminate the shock technology a little bit to get so much stick out of the race car? I told you he was going to say no. I
mean, if you want to do that, you can go run Sportsman in Tennessee.
Well, you can, but then again, that's another 15 different late models. What if we're just trying to... I'm just talking about for the betterment of the racing, because you guys do get so stuck to the track that it is momentum based. If you wasn't stuck to the track, it wouldn't be momentum based. It don't matter. Or maybe we could put them on a hard 8-inch right rear.
Yeah.
8-inch tire on the right rear. How's that now? How's that?
Yeah. I mean, it'd probably make it slicker, so I probably like it.
Well, see, you need to give Brownstown another try. You'll like Brownstown if you get past the heat race because it gets slicker than shit.
Yeah, it's like glass.
Yeah.
I used to hate 411. I used to hate slick tracks.
Yeah.
I hate them. I like the momentum before, but then once you get more experience, it's like it's a whole lot easier to drive on tacky tracks than it is on slick tracks.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
it's definitely.
now I like slick tracks because not everybody's as good on slick tracks.
One thing
that's me.
Yeah. Well, I always had a small engine, so I always liked a little bit slower tracks too, just because I'm thinking, you guys slow back down to my level. I mean,
that's what I think.
So this is going to be kind of a flash. I forgot to tell you this on the way down here. So he's been racing for 5 years, starting his 6th year. He's got 4 track championships, which is crazy to think.
Yeah.
In the area that he's running. But that's not even what he's famous for. You know, do you know he's had one of the most spectacular crashes in the last 20 years in a late model?
Is it the one where the car was over the hill upside down?
No. It's really good.
It was.
Did you get upside down?
The picture was upside down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's the one where he decided at the middle of Tri-County he's going to take Ray Cook and said, "Screw you, screw your lights, screw your entrance. I'm leaving this racetrack."
Oh yeah, I see that. I know which one you're talking about. Yep.
He damn near broke the internet.
Yep.
How the hell did you do that?
Well, I was running next to my buddy Josh, and he kept coming up, and I really didn't want to get into him because I didn't want any hard feelings between us, so I just kept moving up, and that wall is so short, you can't see it.
Yeah.
So
well, I'm glad you said that, because I wouldn't want you to be like, "Yeah, I seen that son of a bitch," and then break it down.
I mean, I did not let off. I mean, I held it to the floor until I went airborne. I was determined to come off. So, and I even passed Josh on the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like Facebook famous there for a
yeah.
And the thing was, I don't know if he remembers this, but it was probably 3 weeks later. He was at Ponderosa, and so Ben was racing. So he's pitted next to Ben, and I got looking at him and I said, "Man, you got Cause you guys did you get a new car or did you just change the body and everything?
I took my body off of that car and put it on Wayne's Auto, one of my sponsors. He had Shane's car, Shane Irvin, so he had an extra sitting there. And so I was like, hey, do you mind if I drive your car? And
which, if I seen the video, I'd be like, hell no.
well, I was like, after that, I need to get back in the car as fast as I can. So I went back in it the next day. We drove back to Kentucky and went and got that car ready and went to Rockcastle that night. And I didn't set nothing up, just put my seat in it and went. And we finished third. We actually, I feel like we could have won if it wasn't a one-lane follow leader.
Yeah. And then you ran Ponderosa the next Friday then maybe?
I'm not sure.
Well, okay, because he was there, and I said, damn, this car don't look nowhere near as bad. He's like, this ain't the same car.
Yeah.
He was putting it right next to me. I said, damn, this thing looks pretty good to leave the racetrack. He said, yeah, I'm kind of famous for that.
I mean, that stacked body, it didn't do hardly nothing. You take the braces off of it, and it was straight.
Yeah, it pops back out.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, man. I just told you before we got started. I've been putting bodies on cars. We do not like stack. We like aluminum. Okay, we like aluminum.
I do my own bodies.
Well, see,
so aluminum and all.
Yeah, well, see, I do everybody's body. So you're telling them stack. You know how many right rear quarters I can sell?
Well, hey, I've got a car that needs a body on it. Maybe we can work something out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, damn. For what? Hold on a second. He said for free. Damn, I kind of liked him. I'm going to change my mind on him now. I thought he was okay. Come to find out, he might be a little backwards. He wants me to work on his car for free. I don't even have that kind of time. So, first off, I've been out on a racetrack before. Racetrack you probably never even heard. It's called Brown County, Ohio. No, it's 16th. It's because you're 28, but it's 16th. It had a drop off about like Lake Cumberland does in 3 and 4 on the backstretch, and I managed a Duke boy all the way to the bottom. If I would have had the horn, we would have world record. Promise you.
That reminds me of a race we had at Richmond in go-karts. One of my buddies, his steering wheel came off when he was going down the backstretch, and it didn't have any walls at Richmond, so he just went flying over the edge. We were wondering, like, man, why didn't you turn? Why did you just go straight? And he's like, I don't have a steering wheel.
Funny steering wheel story. So, I started racing on pavement. We started racing on pavement, and then we transitioned to dirt. So I'm driving down the backstretch. Barry started heat race at Kentucky Motor Speedway, Whitesville. Yeah, you probably never heard of it, but that's where Darrell Waltrip and Jeff Green, Michael Waltrip, everybody started racing down there, NASCAR guys. So I'm driving down the backstretch, and it's real quiet. We're chugging along the street stocks, and I hear, ding. So I look down between my legs, and the pin fell out of the steering wheel. So I pulled the steering wheel back because I thought, there's no way the pin fell out. You know what you can't do, even riding slow? And try to get the steering wheel back on the knuckle. The camber turns left, and you run the leader guys on the outside pole into the infield on the brake lap. This dude's ready to fight me, and I'm holding the steering wheel up. I'm like, sorry, bro.
Yeah. No. The only heat race I ever won at Salem Speedway, the asphalt track at Salem, I was following Kirby Rozak. We come off turn 2, and he just kept turning, and it's got an inside wall. So he turned and slams the inside wall, and I go past him. And he broke his leg, went to the hospital, but we was good friends, so I went and talked to him the next day. I said, man, what happened to you when you come off the corner like that? He said, the steering wheel came off. That's what happened to him.
See, yeah, you better double check your steering wheel now, okay?
I just bought a new one.
So. Hold on a second, hold on.
Yeah.
MPI?
Yep.
Oh my, you kids. So hold on, let me ask.
Well, I got it for Christmas. I didn't buy it.
Okay. Santa brought it. We're good. We're good. Yeah, we're good.
I'm not going to argue.
Okay, all right. I was about to say, because that, I mean, it's just like the fad that we had back in the day. They sold you an all aluminum steering wheel, and there was no rubber on it, and they would charge you an extra $50. And guess what? It was the same damn steering wheel that they didn't put the rubber on.
Yeah.
You put the rubber on, it was cheaper, and then you just took and cut the rubber off. Hold on a second. I want to ask you this. I guess you got a helmet blower too, don't you?
No.
Oh, you don't? Okay, so you're still a little old school then.
Yeah, a little bit old school.
Yeah, so you don't.
I tried one. I didn't like it.
You didn't like air
conditioning? I didn't feel like it
conditioning?
did anything to me. So
It didn't help you. It
No.
didn't help you. It didn't hurt you.
I still get mad.
He's just got his
Doesn't keep me cool.
earbuds in playing Top Gun while he's racing. That's all.
Yeah. Hold on. Do you actually have to put earbuds in, or is your helmet? See, bougie, man. These kids nowadays
fly those earphones. They fall out, and I was like, no, I'm getting some with the headphones.
That's bougie, man.
That's what I'd have to have a think, because I can't. I hated Trent.
Man, it's so much easier.
So I'm hood. I be having beats by Dre. Got shit over my helmet. I'm just like, rock out, man. I don't care. So, all right, let's be serious here for a little bit. So, you've raced crate. All right, you raced late models. I can edit that out. Yeah. You've raced late models for 5 years, starting your 6th season, and you got 4 track championships: 3 at Rockcastle, 1 at Thunder Mountain. So this year you're going to run for Ponderosa and Lake Cumberland and just cover them all? Is that the plan or what?
The plan is to run series, American All-Stars, and Best Plumber.
Okay, well, you going to run the whole American All-Star Series?
I'm going to try.
All right, we're going to have breaking news right here then. I'm just going to let everybody know, for all the assholes that gets aggravated with me, not only are you going to have Mr. Logan at the racetrack for all the American All-Star Series Pro late models, you're also going to have my smart ass doing all the announcing this year. Breaking news. Just signed, sealed, and delivered. Well, I say that. And I'm going to miss the first race.
Yeah.
So how did Joe talk you into that? Man, he's got a way of bringing people around, and he just suckers you.
Well, so I know Joe, known him for a while. And actually I tried to get Joe to hire somebody else when Joe called me. And the main reason is because I can only do like 19 of the 25 races because I've already got a deal with Matt with our series and stuff. So we've worked it out. I think I'm going to do 17 for sure, possibly 19. There's 2 of them that's doable, but it's going to be, I'm going to have to really want to do them because one night I'm at North Georgia on a Saturday and they're in like Elkins, West Virginia on a Friday, or vice versa. So, you know what I'm saying? So I haven't really looked at the schedule all the way. So yes, my schedule just got a little bit busier. So you're going to run the whole series. Well, that's why you need so many American Racer tires.
That's why I've been trying to get a hold of Matt, but he's hard to answer.
You think he's hard to answer? I'm going to tell you, I talk to Matt daily. And this is no joke, with the series stuff and the tire stuff. And I talk to him daily, but there's probably 17 phone calls between us, and we talk 1 time a day. I'll call him, he don't answer. He calls me, I don't answer. Sometimes I just do it to be an ass because he didn't answer. But most of the time it's because I'm either on a Blanchard grinder or because I actually got to work a real job. We don't make no money doing this. This ain't. This is the fun stuff. This ain't the money maker. So
yeah.
But so good. I'm glad you're getting that because I was going to ask you about. Do you think about running? What do you think about progressing to a series? So we're going full time, huh?
We ran with American All Stars a few years ago. I finished 2nd in the series.
Oh, I was getting there. I was going to get there. That's where I was going to get the 1 year that you didn't win the championship. You was out on the road.
Well, yeah. and we got that new car, and I didn't seem like I was as good. So I was like, man, let's stay around home for a year or 2 and try to get better in that. And then we can try to venture out. So that was our plan this year. And then we're going to venture out next year. Well, I wrecked that car. So now I've got another one.
Seems to be a common theme here.
Every time I think I'm about ready to go out and try to do a series, I wreck another car.
So what you're saying is every time you think you're a badass, you just assume that you're like, hold on a second. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Hey, not only do I put bodies on, I can also clip your shit if you need it. Just let you know. Future reference. Yeah, I can fix your stuff, okay?
That night was kind of a stupid mistake by me, though. We ran with Joe at Lake Cumberland, and we ran good. We ran top 5 in the series race, and I was running for points at Thunder Mountain, and I pretty much had it wrapped up, but I wanted to make sure, so I went and tagged the tail at the feature.
That's usually not. I've been there. I've done the 2 in one night.
We've done it multiple times, and we've actually had luck. I mean, climb to the front, but it just takes that one time.
Well, speaking of luck, so there's one race he really wants to win. It's called the King of the Rock. Last year, he thinks he set fast time.
it would have at least been top 5.
Yeah.
It's better than 20 something because your transponder's not on the car.
Well, that's what I was getting at. Who put the transponder on the car? Was that Dwayne's fault?
No.
Was it Michelle's fault?
No.
Well, I'm saying, they just give you the transponder.
I mean, it's kind of mine, but it's also not.
So
my mom or my girlfriend puts my transponder on, and they failed to do so.
Well, I'm gonna.
It is me.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate to that. Maybe they had all 3 kids, and maybe they were like making sure the kids weren't running down the hill or getting lost in the woods. So maybe, just maybe, one of the biggest races of the night, you probably should have put your transponder on.
Maybe.
Okay, well, I'm just checking. I mean, because just never know. So, make for a memorable story, though. I mean, you did get to race your way up, didn't you?
I did. I ended up finishing top 5. It was 3rd or 4th. I think I got up to 3rd, and that's when somebody's motor blew. Jeff hit them. I hit Jeff, tore my nose up. So, me being the good friend I am, I let Dalton back by me when we took the green, and I think I ended up finishing 4th.
That's because you knew Dalton needed the points. Yeah. Being the good friend that you are.
Yeah, he likes to beat me. I like to beat him. We're buddies. We have a fun little competition. I mean,
I'd say, how many times have you guys lined up on the front row together and you thought, I'm gonna get him into turn 1, and he takes off, or you think, I'm not letting him jump this time, then you jump and they call the race back? How many times has that happened?
we usually take off pretty well. And he usually knows I'm gonna try to throw a slider.
Yeah.
Usually.
Hold on.
And there was one time in a heat race, and I started pole, Dalton started second, and he got ahead of me on the first lap with momentum, and he led that whole race. I mean, I kept pace with him right there, and the last lap going into turn 3, he fenced it all by himself. And I got around him and won the heat. Luckily, he still finished second, but I talk crap about it still to this day.
See, this is what it is. I've learned.
Yeah.
So Logan and Dalton, their whole main goal is just to screw with JY.
Yeah.
That's all they're wanting to do. They're just wanting to screw with JY. Right?
Yeah.
They're like, we're gonna throw sliders. JY's like, I hate sliders. Like, yeah, well, you got one coming.
Yeah, me and Jay was throwing some nice sliders on each other. There's been a couple times we throw really good sliders, but sometimes we both are trying to go for the same real estate.
Yeah.
That's part of racing.
That's what happens when you're
It
fast.
Yeah.
Like, I know if he gets in front, I probably am going to have a hard time getting back around him. And he probably thinks the same thing about me, or at least I hope he does.
Yeah. No, JY's like, no, I got him. Don't worry about it. But seriously though, I know I joke about that, but how much does guys like JY and Justin Ratliff when he decides to come do something? How much do those guys help mentor and help you guys, or is it just go figure it out because we did? Because I always see JY around the racetrack kind of talking to everybody and just kind of mentoring everybody.
Not me. No, I asked Jeff one time to help me, and it didn't end good. He ran me out of the trailer. He's not giving me his stuff.
Well, I'll tell you why. It's because you didn't have no grain scales. You wanted to use scales, and JY used grain.
He said he's got a race against me. He's not telling me nothing.
Like
there's been a few people that's been that way.
See, I see a different side of that. So, Central Kentucky, man, they're just like that.
Yeah.
They're just like that down here, man. It's like in Indiana, those dudes don't give two shits at all.
Yeah.
Like Gilpin's going over and telling Stapleton after the heat race, boy, your shit sucks. You need to put this load in the right rear. I mean, at least keep up with me so we can have a race.
Yeah, no, there's some of them here that will not tell me nothing, which I get it, but there's some that will help you out.
Yeah, well, I get that too. It's kind of a fine line. Let's see,
Or they go out and learn it, so they don't want to just give up something that they had to learn.
Well, that's understandable too.
Like they had to test it, try it, see if it works, and if not, they don't want to just give it to you.
Yeah.
Well,
I get that too, because you guys are racing for pretty good money down here, so I can understand where.
See, I think, like, in Jay Watt's defense, I think 10 or 15 years ago, that was even way more important than it is now. Because now you have so much shock technology that pretty much anybody can call them up and say, this is what I need, and you bolt them on, and you're going to be fast. I mean, I know that happens for a fact because I did it to my car.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the time I asked him, it was actually right after I flipped, and I got into a sports car. Well, he's got a sports car. He's one of the best around here. So I was like, well, maybe I can ask him for some just pointers. So I asked him for basic numbers, and no.
Yeah. Well,
No.
Well, I get that though.
Yeah.
I understand. But in the same token, hold on a second. Was that the same car that Jay Watt put over the wall?
No.
Okay, I would say, because man, you had some bad mojo in that car. You went over the wall and you pushed it off the hill.
yeah.
It was the same people though, wasn't it? Was it the Irvin car?
Yes. He flipped Shane's car, yeah.
Yeah, that's another nasty one.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah,
The one that I drove is actually the one that Jimmy Smith's driving now.
Okay. So you're gonna hit the road this year. So the schedule's gonna work out where you can run for both series championships.
I think.
You need some help on a few rainouts.
By the time the schedules intercross with each other, it's later towards the year.
You'll know which one you need to go race.
Which one I need to miss out on.
Or if it's like me and my announcing deal, maybe you have a rain out and you get a reschedule and it all works out. Sometimes you just gotta hope for the best, man.
Yeah.
That's like when you went and asked Jay Watt for help. You're just hoping the weatherman helps you out so you can get them both in. Well, hey, Flash, I got bad news for him.
What's that?
He's gonna run the 604, which they call 604 Best Plumber Series.
Yeah.
He's gonna learn to like some East Tennessee tracks.
Yeah, because they run
They
quite a
come
few
up
of
to
them.
Thunder Mountain a couple times.
Do they this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Twice.
So
Which I've been to Smoky. Not since they redone it.
So you went to the Smoky Super Speedway, the big one.
Yeah.
I like that track. It was.
I'm a bull ring guy. I really like the bull rings, but I will say
You like beating on people.
no, not too bad. No, I don't mind. I like sliders. I like cushions. I like let's get up and race.
I used to like running the wall until I went over it.
Yeah.
And
Well, see, you actually ran the wall. There's two different things. Okay.
now I'm more of like a bottom guy.
Oh my God! See, hold on a second. So his nickname is Mr. Exciting. I'm coming up with a new nickname for you then. It's gonna be Catfish. It's gonna be something.
Yeah.
If you're gonna run the bottom,
It's still exciting though.
nothing's exciting about run the bottom.
Unless you win.
It's still. Listen.
You got t-shirts?
I mean, if you got a.
You got t-shirts?
Yeah.
Well, you're probably going to keep them then.
Yeah.
I mean,
Speedway screen.
you got to be the one beating it out every week. If you're, see, that's why we run stack
Yeah. See,
on the right side.
Yeah.
That's why we're not on aluminum.
and your right rear decking piece, you may want to run an overlap where it slides over and you just push it right back up.
That's what I do.
We'll see. Then why the hell would you run the top then?
I just don't like working on it.
Yeah.
I know why he went to Thunder Mountain.
That's
this
just
year.
extra work.
I know why he went to Thunder Mountain.
Yeah, now
this
they
year.
added that wall, I'm gonna have to find somewhere else.
I used to run a street style car at Sportsdrome, which is a little quarter-mile asphalt track, and I'd run the outside
Every
every lap and banged off the wall every other lap. So every 2 weeks I had to change. We just run the old regular Chevy 10-bolt rear ends. Every 2 weeks I'd have to change the right rear axle because it was cracked around it. Every 2 weeks.
See?
Oh yeah, hobby stock. That's where I learned to run up top.
Yeah.
With hobby stocks, you had to be up top.
Yeah, especially running Lake Cumberland. I mean,
yeah.
Lake Cumberland 5 years ago, if you didn't run up top, you didn't run at all.
And
Right,
that was a fun track.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to Lake Cumberland this year? Because didn't Brandon move some dirt around, make it a little wider?
He says he did.
Well, yeah.
So I mean, well, I guess we'll see when we get
what
there.
happens.
Boy,
I don't know.
you can't get nothing past him, okay?
Lake
A
Cumberland's
lot of
really
people
good.
say they do things, but
I thought it was really good last year.
Yeah, we had two really good races at Lake Cumberland last year, so I'll give him kudos to that. So
he does. He has a pretty smooth track.
Yeah,
There's
Brandon.
no complaints about roughness.
No, Brandon's racetrack. The racetrack is always good. Always. Now, the night might go long, but the racetrack is always tip top.
The hill
Yeah.
is the worst parking on.
Yeah.
Especially if you got a lift.
Well, here's one thing I'm going to say. And it's not just like Cumberland. It's every racetrack in the state of Kentucky, even Florence. Now, Thunder Mountain is okay, and Richmond's is okay. The rest of them, the pits are awful.
Yeah.
I mean, everything, not awful.
You
Everything's
think
on a
Richmond's is good?
It's flat.
I mean,
Is it flat?
yeah. I mean, there's a ditch running through it where it rains so much over there.
Well, it depends on where the hell you parked at. You need to get to the track early. Well, 3 damn kids, you can't get to the track early. See,
And it's these new kids too. They get me.
Yeah.
You know, it's horrible if you got a lift. That's why I said a minute ago.
With a lift?
What's a lift?
yeah,
I mean, parking on the, I broke it.
Well, with the Harbor
cracked.
Freight Jack, just
yeah.
Oh,
Piece of plywood sliding in the car, man. Come on, that's horrible with the lift. Yeah, the lift's horrible.
Yeah.
No, but seriously though, because the racetracks are in rural areas. One thing about Thunder Mountain, now it's horrible getting up there. Once you get up there, the pits is nice. It's tier parking. It's flat. It's like being in Gatlinburg. You got the view of the Smokies. They're cooking food on the grill. It may take you an hour to get up the hill. I've been there before, but guys' trucks broke down. Flash, this is no joke. This is like climbing when we went to Cleveland's Dome.
oh yeah.
Yeah, but gravel road. Did they end up paving half of it?
I think most of it's paid now.
Okay.
Like almost all of it.
The first time I went up there, dude started about 3/4 way up. Couldn't go. They had to bring the backhoe down, hook a chain to him, and pull him up the hill. That's how steep it was.
Pretty steep. Yeah.
Yeah, when we first went up there to practice, they didn't have any.
Yeah, it was like,
It was pretty sketchy.
yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ.
It's like parking at the bottom of the hill on the old Charlestown Speedway.
I just
Yeah.
wonder what in the right mind just made them go to the top of the hill and like, I want a racetrack right here.
I mean, it's beautiful. It is beautiful.
It is once you get up there. But
Yeah, once you get up there, it's
Well,
beautiful.
drainage is good that way though. I mean, if you run your drains out the side of the hill, you just
Oh, right over the hill.
yeah.
I wonder how he knew it was kind of flat up there.
Well, I think it wasn't. I think he flattened it all off. That's why it's that's why it's stair stepped in the pits. I think he was cutting it. Yeah, because like if you look when you're going up, like turns 3 and 4, that was all built up. I think that came from the pit area where it's flat. I think. I could be wrong. I don't know. You're the track champion there. I just went there a couple times, but I was there for 19 hours one night, so I got to look at everything while they were reworking the track. So I got to check it out.
Yeah. We get to go there this year.
Yeah, they're gonna, well, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe after they listen to this thing, they're gonna be like, no, Matt, your announcer is barred from property.
So Matt's got a race there?
Yeah. Were you trying to find a modified ride or something?
No.
Are you
I
sure?
was just wondering why Joe doesn't have a race there.
Joe, if you're listening, one of your competitors wants to know why you don't have a race at Thunder Mountain Raceway. Dennis at Thunder Mountain, your track champion, wants to know why you don't have American All-Star Pro Late Model Race sponsored by Save a Lot, presented by PPMs. I gotta practice that. This is a Kentucky thing, man. You got 5 names in your title. I gotta talk to Joe, man.
Well, he's actually from West Virginia, so
Well, yeah, Beckley, West Virginia,
yeah,
which is
over in the mountains.
yes, pretty neat racetrack though. Did you like Beckley?
No.
No, you like Rockcastle? You didn't like Beckley?
Beckley is a different thing. I tell you what I didn't like about Beckley. Every time you got on the track, it was different.
That's great.
If it's dry and hot laps, he's going to go out and water it.
Yes.
And then you get a wet track. Well, by the time you go back out for the heat, it's already dried back up.
Okay.
So you don't know what to do.
That's
You're loose here, you're tight here, you're back to loose.
see you.
That's why you're doing what you're doing this year.
Yeah, that's why you're getting on the road because you want to do that.
But I really hate when he does it right before you're about to stage. So after you've already changed everything, then he goes and waters it.
Well, I don't think
I
I
don't
don't think
like
he's
that.
doing it no more, is he?
You went out. No, he's back. Yeah, he's back. Yeah, he's back.
No. Well, we really can't talk about Beckley.
Yeah.
Joe.
Sorry, Joe.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. That was I was asking Logan about a racetrack.
I thought that place was cool though.
Yeah, I was asking Logan about a racetrack, Joe. I wasn't asking about no personal issues. I'll just put it out there. I apologize already.
The only thing
Already got to make my first apology.
The only thing I didn't like about Beckley last year is when we were standing up there on the little pit stand they got with the metal wire around it, and lightning was striking in the background. That wire was every time.
I tell you what I didn't think about Beckley was walking down the front stretch to get an interview and then walking back up to the press box.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
that wall, that wall's like climbing out of a steel cage.
Yeah,
I was looking for the title when I got to the top. I thought they was gonna crown me champ.
Or when he waters the pits.
All right, enough for the racetrack that we're both not allowed to go back to anyways. So why are we spending time on that? No, but seriously though, second generation racer, got 4 track championships, going for a series title this year. First, who helps make this possible? And since you threw your mom and girlfriend under the bus, I'd probably say, thanks to them for watching the kids, and especially now that I'm going to be on the road more, I'd probably throw that out there before you mention the sponsors. I don't know. I'm just saying, because you just told them you had to start 26. They're going to listen to this, and next week they're going to be like, you asshole.
Oh, they know. They know. It's wrote on the cabinets in the trailer now. Transponder.
See, you learned something.
Yeah. Who knows what was going on that day? It might not have been a mistake.
Yeah.
That's something my wife would do to me.
Yeah.
May not have been.
Yeah.
So I remember what he just said. Click, click, cut him back off.
I got something for this little prick. You want to see how you think you're good, huh? Okay, show us. But seriously though, who helps make this happen?
First off, my crew.
Well, that's it. We're getting there. That's close.
Mom, girlfriend.
There we go.
Dwayne, their dad, Uncle Brian, and his family. I mean, Jonathan Lowe, he's stepped up and started helping us the past couple of years. He just started as a fan, and then came to the trailer a couple nights. Now he comes every weekend. So
that. Hold on. For everybody out there, before I don't want to cut you off, but this is a public service announcement. For everybody that goes in this fans, and this don't have to be a late model team, but if you go to the racetrack every week and you say, man, I really wish I could be involved somehow, go down to a late model, a modified, a street stock guy, and just say, hey, do you need help at the racetrack? You don't got to go to their house just yet. Just because a set of hands at the racetrack is more help than you'll ever know. So if you ever want to get involved in a sport, or if you ever think that you want to race, you're like, I really want to race. I want to do this. Go find a driver and help them for a year before you make your mind up if this is what you want to do.
See, I'm the opposite. With the crew I have now, I got plenty of help at the track.
You need something in the garage.
I need help in the shop.
Yeah.
Like, come help us wash this thing.
Hold on, bro.
It's just
bad news
me
for
and
you.
her.
Well,
That's it.
Wash day is just always going to be you.
Yeah.
How old are those kids?
7, 4.
Whoa,
he's getting
7.
close, and yeah.
7. Oh, hell, you got a wash partner.
I'd say the pressure washer probably blow him backwards.
Well, then you better tie some damn weights to him. You better get him a backpack full of weights.
Yeah, but he can fit down under the seat and scrub up in there and scrub all the stuff loose
He
for
can
you.
get the underneath of the car anyways.
All right, now that I cut you off, go ahead and finish thinking, everybody.
Sponsors. Can't do it without them.
Yeah.
You want me to name them all? You want me to start naming them?
Well, listen. Hold on. It's your sponsors and your show. You do it however the hell you want.
I just didn't know if he was ready.
No, I'm always
Okay.
ready. Look, see this red button right here?
Yeah.
It means we're ready. It's on.
All right. Are you sure it's recording?
Yep.
We're 45 minutes and 40 seconds into it.
All right. Well, since we've talked about Matt already, we'll go ahead and say American Racer.
There we go.
So,
Matt Barrett. King Matt, baby.
Matt, we need some tires this year. A bunch.
A bunch of tires. He's running the series.
Yeah.
He's helping your buddy Joe
We need
out.
new ones every night.
Damn, okay. I like this guy.
Hey, you got to shoot big.
Well, you will,
Settle
yeah.
for small.
Yeah, that's how my wife ended up with me.
Exactly. A1 windows and doors and absolute seamless gutters. That's Dwayne. We call him Tater.
We know a Tater or two.
He's my biggest sponsor. So he's and he's also on the crew.
Well, we
So
appreciate you, Tater, a lot because we're going out on the road this year, Tater.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help you out on that one. All right, Tater, we're going on the road, and you are our biggest sponsor.
He's been a little butthurt this season so far. I don't know what's crawled up into him, but we're gonna have to loosen him up a little bit.
I seen a picture of Dalton's car. He might be on it.
Not this year. He was last year.
So you stowed him. So I thought
No.
y'all were, hold on a second, man. We're digging deep into this now.
No, it was just a friendly sponsorship to him.
Okay, all right. Talk about a
he did
rivalry.
ask me-
Taking his sponsor.
He did ask me if he cared, so at least he asked.
Yeah.
All right, Dalton. Look, I'm gonna get Logan to throw you one of these tires. He's gonna get for a sponsor. Okay.
No,
Since he
he's
stole your
a big
sponsor.
Hoosier guy. He's a big
I
Hoosier
know.
guy.
This is called networking. I know he's a Hoosier guy. We're trying to get him to run for the American All-Star Weekly Series.
He won't do it.
Well,
Oh yeah, he does. He ran the weekly series last year.
yeah, and Ponderosa went both this year. So listen, we're working on that. We are working on that. Okay. Oh, whoa, hold on a second. That's non-consensual, man. That's against the law.
Always done that.
Yeah.
XLO, they came on. We're part of their program that they're doing this year, the factory pilot. We got one of those, so that was pretty neat. I've never had really
Never had factory help.
no.
Yeah.
No,
Just old boy from backwoods Kentucky. I never had no factory help.
yeah, mainly just hometown people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zoner Lawn Care, he's a new one that came on this year. LCR, he's been with us for 3-4 years. He's pretty good help. Wayne's Auto, can't talk enough about him either. He gave me a car when I wrecked.
Yeah,
So-
right when you went out of the
Yeah.
ballpark, yeah.
Yeah,
He
Wayne,
offered a ride.
Wayne, you're a good guy, and Logan appreciates that. But I don't know how smart you are. He just left the racetrack, and you're loading up a race car. Okay.
All you gotta do is give Angela, his wife, some tomatoes. You can get a lot further.
Homegrown tomatoes.
yeah,
You
she
grow
likes-
you grow tomatoes right here?
No,
Oh, I was gonna say.
I did.
Wait, hey, with 3 kids, bro, you better start.
We need a lot of plants out there. Steve Caton, Atwood's Contracting. He came on this year. Slicker Graphics, Atwood's Tree Service, the Muffler Shop, Speedway Screen Prints. Well, I already said American Racer.
You can say him again. Matt, you're trying to butter him up, man.
Sandy Surprises, Moore's Lawn Care, and Mi Pueblo Mexican Restaurant, Big Jack's Coffee, One Stop Detail, Messer House Floats, Concrete Critters, G&H Goat Farm, JC Hanger, Atwood's Tree Service again, and that's it.
Well, I'd say you'd be able to
So
run the
far.
series. That's some sponsors there. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
You might want to pick up a 3rd series with that many
A
sponsors.
lot of them are suit sponsors, so
Yeah.
I do like $50 spots on my suit.
Oh, that's,
Oh, yeah.
And it basically all it does is pays for the suit.
Yeah. And something else he's going to do this year, he's also going to do deck sponsors. So anybody out there wants to listen and we want to throw $50 and put your name on his deck. Gotcha.
I mean, I'd be up for it if that many people wanted to do it. Isn't it?
I
It's
seen a
money's
car the other
money.
day had about 300.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said
Exactly.
that.
I mean, money's money.
Yeah.
It's-
So the 3-time Rockcastle track champion, the 1-time Thunder Mountain track champion, and he's kind of shy. He won't say it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Since 2 guys from Kentucky are going to go on the road together, he's my adopted driver this year as we hit the road for the American. This year's American All-Star.
Don't jinx me.
This year's American All-Star Rookie of the Year. Shut up! You
Rookie
think I
of
was
the
gonna
year,
pick?
I've already lost that chance.
All right, so listen, I'm just going to let you know. You see how I kind of cut up? My announcing style is a little different than most. If your ass ballparks it, we are definitely, with Dirt Rich TV being a title sponsor, we are going to be YouTube famous.
Are they a title sponsor too?
Yeah, well, yeah, there's like 15 of them.
Yeah,
Joe sent me this
how
whole
many
list.
has
Of
he got?
shit. He sent me this whole list of shit. I said, price just went up, bro. Listen, you got this many sponsors I got to read off. My price just went up.
Yeah, I sponsored him 1 or 2 years
Yeah.
Yeah.
with
Well,
my Spring Smashers, but I don't do them anymore. They're a headache.
the Spring Fasher of a sponsor.
Both. You got Joe always wanting money.
Yeah, I know how
I
he
see
is.
how I feel. Like
Yeah.
when I go to ask other people now. it's
Yeah,
like,
see, it's
just get out of here.
circle of life, Simba. Hold on a second. Is the hometown Danville or is it Lawrenceburg?
Danville.
That's
That's
hold
where
on.
I'm actually from. Danville.
I forgot to ask
That's
you.
where the race shop is.
What about the new racetrack? Are we gonna have a new home track where you can sneak in occasionally? That's been.
I mean, they were supposed to open last year and they didn't. So who knows?
That's why I didn't bring it up earlier. I was just gonna throw it on it to you. So out of Danville, Kentucky, the future series champion, maybe not this year because they don't want me to jinx him, but he's getting out on the road, and if time has a story, 5 years in a car, 4 track championships, he's going to figure it out. Logan Walls, thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you.
All right, Flash, that was Logan Walls, the young hot shoe out of Central Kentucky. Fun time down there the other night.
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't like talking about ruffling feathers and stuff.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, no, kid's a damn good race car driver. And one thing I really want to say thank you because to Logan for doing this because last week's schedule and like our fan question of the week, how do we do it sometimes?
Yeah.
Last week's schedule was hectic, real hectic. Got a couple race cars done. For those people who don't know that if you're new to the show, I may or may not do bodies, clips, and all this other stuff dealing with this great sport of ours. But yeah, so Logan was very, very accommodating. Let's just say that because, well, not giving away too much information. I've got a computer program here that is supposed to help with background noises and stuff, which we've got a really, really phenomenal interview. Probably one of my favorite interviews we've ever done.
Yeah.
But I'm going to need some audio help. So I'm just going to put it out there. If you are an experienced person on the WAV files and you can, use certain editing apps, editor apps to take away background noise and not make us sound like 2 Chinese guys talking in broken English.
Yeah.
Reach out to me. I'll give you some free swag, some free merch. We'll give you a plug because I have an interview that we really need to. I mean, I just thought about just playing the broken Chinese part because the interview is that damn good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got something that we did that's phenomenal, but there's just a little bit too much background noise.
Yeah.
And it's a technical thing that I'm not real good at yet.
Yeah.
So we'll leave it at that. Yes, but thank you, Logan Walls, for doing it on short notice.
Yeah.
Because I had some issues come up, and we appreciate.
Otherwise, Bobby would have been interviewing Flash.
Yeah. I had a lot going on last week, and I had Monday through last night, Saturday. The earliest I went to bed was the night that we got the interview.
Yeah.
1:00 all week.
Yeah.
I had a guy ask me the other day, man, your black eye isn't healing up to I said, I think they're healed.
Yeah.
I think that's called sleep deprived.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was last week was a little bit busy.
Yeah.
But I guess we wouldn't have it any other way, as they say. So this week's upcoming events, we're going to start off with the racetrack spotlight being brought to you by JT's Trackside Catering. No event too big or too small. Reach out to Jeremy Thomas. He does them all. Holy hell, we got a rhyme right there.
Yeah.
He's got to put that shit on a shirt.
Yeah.
But the Spring 50 at the Florence Speedway. The Florence Speedway is this week's racetrack spotlight. You got Northern All-Star late models, Northern All-Star mods, and the Crate late models. On the racy half mile, they say it's a half mile. I think it's more of a 4/10. I don't think it's quite a half mile. But High Bank, super nice facility. Have a beer garden on the backstretch. A family section coming off turn number 4.
Yeah.
34.
Yeah.
We're starting something new here. We're starting a movement. But coming off turn 4, they got a family section. And not only is it, no drinking, no smoking, it's also probably the best seat in the house.
Oh, yeah.
It's
That's what we said every time.
Yeah, it's one of the best places to watch the late models rip the fence there. But yeah, so this week's Racetrack Spotlight. Florence Speedway. Fun fact about Florence Speedway, that's where my wife and I went on our very first date 25 years ago to the North-South 100. And that's when she decided either A, she was very desperate because she decided I was the one. Or that's where she was like, I've been to the racetrack, but I didn't know dirt are supposed to sandblast your makeup off your face.
Yeah.
So I love this, and we're going to do this every week.
Yeah.
But yeah, Florida Speedway. Food of choice. Now, Flash and I will go different on this. But the food of choice for me is the hot and spicy Mets, which is like smoked sausage.
Oh, yeah.
Get the cup of the spicy nacho cheese, dip it in. I'm going to give you a little heads up on this.
Yeah.
If you have belly issues, like myself, get it during hot laps, and you'll make a deposit before the heat races, so
Yeah.
you will not miss anything. But it is so damn good.
Yeah.
Good food. Great racetrack. The Kings do a great thing. And if you're... it's not open to the public yet, but the National Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame is here at
Yeah.
Florence Speedway, and the building. I've seen some pictures last week, and it's looking beautiful. It's gonna be really neat when it's done.
It's gonna be nice
because it's getting a refab there. So make your way out to Florence Speedway for the Northern All Star Late Models and Modifieds, and the Crate Late Models. So. Friday and Saturday at the I-55 Raceway in Peevely, Missouri. We got the mods gone wild. $1,000 win preliminaries on Friday night. And then Saturday night, $5,000 a win for the A mods and the B mods. They're at Missouri's action track. And then Friday and Saturday at, I'm going to need help with this, Flash, Magnolia?
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's right.
From Magnolia Motor Speedway, the World of Outlaw late models, and current point leader Bobby Pierce, past guest on the show, is looking to extend his point lead. If he gets past Magnolia,
Yeah.
and he gets up here and he's still in the point lead, I've already called the shot.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But if Hoffman wants to make a gain and try to take the lead and give a hard fight for the year, he better get it down there at Magnolia because it gets super slick.
Yeah, it's like black ice down there.
And then it's supposed to be Friday, but got moved to Saturday. And I think I was going to go to the Spring 50 this week, but I think with my recent deal, and we have a Mod Light upside down on the TV Flash.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we got one upside down here at the Winter Nationals.
Yeah.
But as you fan question of the week, do y'all watch everything? Yes, we've got last weekend's races on right now.
Yep.
Stuff that we didn't catch, IMCA stuff.
Yeah.
We got one on his lid. As Jerry, our old boy Jerry Vandersucker said, "Go keep him on all four, big dog. Keep him on all four."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not Slider approved right there. White Castles were not served. That was a little bit more than a Tommy tip over too. That was a hard hit.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, I think I'm going to make my way to Paragon Saturday night. I haven't decided if we're going to go to Paragon or Florence. But the No Way Out 40, $10,000 a win for the non-wing sprint cars. And they gave the list, and we've got you covered on past guests that No Way Out 40 that's going to be there. So that's going on in Paragon. And then Friday and Saturday, but Saturday, the Cherokee Speedway March Madness. Dress it up and make it real for me. That's a future reference.
Yeah.
But March Madness, Southern All-Star Late Models, and the Southern Nationals co-sanctioned $10,000 to win March Madness at the place Mama warned you about, Gaffney, South Carolina. And then the Little Texas Speedway, right there in conjunction with NASCAR Weekend, has the Power Ride National Midgets there on the Little 5th Mile.
Yeah. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, and they had 50 cars at Port City, not too far from there this week. So maybe they're going to have a good car count.
Car count probably be pretty good then, yeah.
That's another one of those events that I watched, but we didn't cover it because we had so much other to talk about. And looking forward to catching it up with this one. Port Royal Speedway has the very first PA Posse race of the year.
Oh, yeah.
So we will see. Actually, I think
that's a new division, ain't it?
Yeah, but I think I just lied. I think last week's Lincoln Speedway is a PA Posse race too.
Yeah.
Didn't do a real good job on that. Yeah. But Port Royal does have a PA Posse race. Yeah. So that's what's going on this week.
The thing is, the weather's going to suck around here for the first 2 days of the week, but then after Wednesday, it's supposed to start shaping up nice again. It's going to be like back in the 70s this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. So we say this every week. Please tell somebody about us.
Yeah.
If you like what we're doing, tell people. If you don't, guess what? You can tell people about that too.
Yeah, somebody else said that too. I heard that.
Yeah. You can tell if you don't like us. You can still tell people about us.
Yeah.
Tell them how bad we suck, that they should check us out, and maybe they'll follow along.
Yeah.
Got anything else, Flash?
No, I don't think so.
So get out and support your local racetrack.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
It's that time of year. And I forgot to mention. I guess I should throw this out because they've been so generous to us. Sports Drama Speedway opens up their 80th season.
Yeah, 80th.
Yeah, they open up Friday and Saturday, 2-day show. So if you want to,
I know they've been practicing. I've seen some videos from some guys out there practicing. So
yeah, I've seen some cars that I've got done.
Yeah,
and I'm glad they're out of the garage.
Yeah. I seen Royce had his car out there. Looked good on the track too.
So the video going down the straightaway was kind of looking dog-legged where the body thought twisted.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, so Royce, they're gonna be pissed, buddy.
Yeah. Now I seen Marcus' car, so he's all right.
Yeah,
I seen them parked side by side.
Yeah.
They both look good.
Yeah, they're gonna be pissed. But until next time, we'll be trading sliders.